And welcome everyone to Scouts of Entertainment Free-for-All at Pelennor Fields. Now before we get started, if you'd like to support my work, there's a PayPal option, subscribe star, Patreon, and stream as donation link in the description below, along with various methods you can use to contact me with to send through other Total War replays like Reforged. However, if that's not an option for you, then please remember to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, tick that bell for notifications, and leave your own thoughts about the battle in the comment section below. And with that, let's get in with this replay. So, today's replay, or free-for-all, comes from Laland, 1230. He's commanding the realm of Lattice. He's got some riders of the Brunnen here. That's archers on horseback. I don't think they have the armor upgrade. Looking at them like this, they tend to look like this if they have the armor upgrade. The armor. Now we've got Lattice sentries here. Decent cavalry unit. Sorry, good charge. He's got 2 units of them. He's got a hexagon formation. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, hexagon. We have some Guatai Rochador, Elden Swordmasters. We have some Norrentino cavalry. Some Elden Spearmen, 2 units. Amaris Guardians, not armoured up. Norrentino Warriors, 2 units. 1 unit of Elden Archers. And some Spears of Rivendell. So a solid defensive formation here. Against Cav anyway. He might have some issues if he's charged with infantry, but, you know, on the Cav front, at least 3 sides, or actually Cav front on every side, he's solid. The rest of his force is really separated all the way down here. You have some more Riders of the Brunnen here. Some Norrentino cavalry and Elden lancers, so a huge cavalry force here for Laland. This is the map to bring cavalry, which is very appropriate for our next player, Rohan, commanded by L. James. He's got some Riddermark cavalry here, 3 units no less. He has some Eastmark riders. I think he's got about maybe 4 units of Eastmark riders. Behind them, we have 2 units of Ered of Eldberg, Sons of Earl, First Marshal's Bodyguard, Riddermark skirmishes, 2 units. Eastmark horse archers, 2 units. And Rise of the Fold, 2 units. And Red Seals of Ekebrand. So a full cavalry force here for Rohan. I remember playing against a player who did something similar to this, and unfortunately he won. But I did give him a run for his money. But don't underestimate an all-cav force, especially on a map like this, where they've got plenty of room to maneuver. He's got javelins and the skirmishes, he's got plenty of firepower as well, so he doesn't have to just charge in. He can wear down the spears and pikes with his skirmishes and archers. So just because someone brings all cav, always watch out for what they've got, and make sure you've got the appropriate force in mind to repel them. That's like plenty of archers, spears, pikes, not so much javelins with cav. Cav can move too fast. Okay, next we have Rune, commanded by Didagger 18, who I haven't seen before, so I'll call you D, if that's okay. I'm not sure if I might botch it every time I say it. So D18, he's got some Eastron Guard here, commanding the realm of Rune. He's got 2 units of Loke Silent Rim, Camul's Chosen, Dragon's Breath Cannon. We've got some Loke Inas Rim, 2 units. 2 units of Loke Canarium, 3 units of Loke Flag Rim, and 3 units of Loke Gamp Rim. Now, Rune here will probably struggle a little bit against the Rohan force. He doesn't have too many spears. He has no pikes. He does have a couple of archer units, and he does have the Dragon's Breath Cannon. But he's lucky enough to get swarmed and crushed by Rohan's Cav if he tries to take him directly. So probably try and let his other 2 opponents there try and wear down Rohan a little bit as well. And the final player is Arthedain, commanded by the Vengeful One, who needs no introduction. He's got some Wardens of the North here. Really good AP archer unit. Perfect for taking out an enemy cav. We have some Arthedain men-at-arms here. Looks to be half armoured up, along with Arthedain pikemen armoured up, 2 units of each. We have some dismounted Forest Aaron Knights, 1 unit. We have some Evidum Archers, 2 units. We have some Dindome Peacekeepers. We have some Evidum Spearmen, looks to be 2 units. We have some Royal Court of House Emley, and some Forest Aaron Knights. We also have some Dundee Mounted Company here, 2 units. Make that 3, and some Dundee Scouts. Possibly some Great Company, they're usually hidden. We'll keep an eye out for hidden units, of course. But for now, let's get this replay started. Enjoy. Now this is a very long replay, so players are trying to be very tactful with every move they make. The wrong move will spell disaster for you. And I'm sure they're all really concerned at this point about this Rohan's army. You know, the advantage of bringing an all-cav army is it's the mobility. It can cross the map exceedingly quickly compared to most armies, and can wrap around you, destroy you from every direction. So, a lot of pressure is actually on Earl James here. Hopefully he's got the micro skills to meet the requirements of bringing such a force, because he'll need to be really on top of his micro here if he wants to win this fight. Alright, it looks like Rune's going with the easy option, and I don't blame him for it at all. However, Earl James is sending some forces over to harass him. He's got some Camul's Shadow Bows and 2 units of Camul's Shadow Guard. Now, Riddermark Cavalry. 3 units here.
We march to battle.
Let's have a quick look at them. Okay, they're just your light Lancer unit. Nothing too serious. Riddermark Skirmishes, Riddermark Archers, they're not here, so that's a bonus. But they're coming in hot. Oh no, he's pulled up. But I don't see... Okay. We see D18 reacting to it. What's he going to do with his Dragon's Breath cannon, I wonder? Okay, Earl James is broken off. He's charging him. This is not good. What's D18 doing? He's leaving his Dragon's Breath cannon exposed to you. Whoa, what the... That didn't go out. That didn't go too well. Okay, Loic Silent Rim should be here guarding the Dragon's Breath cannon. The Loic Enos Rim will get there just in time, but he should have set up a more proper defense. Now, a little bit of a mistake here from Earl James, just charging a couple of Riddermark Cavalry units against the Loic Enos Rim, no less. Loic Enos Rim should be able to deal with these guys pretty easily. Poor charge there. We got Eastern Guard 2 armoured up here. Camul's Chosen is vulnerable. Okay, Venture One, fortunately for D18 here, Venture One's arriving to provide some assistance. Okay, that Riddermark Cavalry's broken. Okay, we've got D18 setting up a proper defense here around his cannon, but his units are still vulnerable. He's going to move his cannon crew just inside the little barrier he's set up.
It is coming for us.
Okay, what's he going to be doing here? Okay, D18, you got to give your troops space here, dude. It's not good. You can't afford to shoot upwards. I ping everybody that does this, including myself when it happens. And trust me, you're only doing yourself a disservice by doing this. You got to make sure your missile units have the appropriate line of sight and space to fire. I suppose is what is more important. You got to have the space to fire. You can't afford to waste ammunition. Now we've got First Master's Bodyguard here. Earl James should not be leaving these guys so close here to D18's forces. As you can see, D18's getting some really good hits here on an elite cavalry unit of Earl James. You've got Loic Silent Rim here. Now what he should be doing is charging one unit head on and then smashing it from the side to break it, or do it serious damage. Area of Valberg is broken here down to 37. This was crazy. Earl just sent his first marshals directly into a spear unit. Okay, things aren't looking too good here for Earl before, but he's really turned that around. And Veteran didn't have to do too much actually. Paul Alan's just over there, no one gives two shits about him, unfortunately, excuse the language. That's probably what you want. Now this was great. Now that was nuts, Earl. You shouldn't have done that. Charging directly into Spim. And now they're broken. That's an elite unit that he lost. That's not too good. Earl James really struggling here with his cavalry force. Now what I thought he would have done was surround Rune, pelt him with arrows and javelins, and then try and finish him off. Like, throw all of Rune's defensive formations into chaos, you know? I'm sure D18 would start panicking when he starts losing men pretty quickly under all that firepower. Like, Earl still has a lot of firepower here that he can bring to bear, so he's in no way out of this yet. But it was not a good opening salvo for him. And now D18 has a nice formation here, but I'm sure he doesn't know what to do next. He's afraid to move, he's afraid to get out of this formation because he's afraid Earl will swarm him when he does. I didn't see any bolt come out of that. So what have we got over here? Is he just... yeah, that's just Lala moving around there. We've got Doomdown Scouts, Doomdown Company, Morky Company, Fornasarian Knights. I'm not sure D18 should fire on the eventual one. He did sort of help him out. And... no, D18, you should be marching to Arthedain. You shouldn't be marching towards Rohan. He can just move too fast, you can run away so quickly. You can't chase down a cavalry force, you have to let them come to you. It's just not possible. You're going to tie your whole army just trying to follow them, to track them. I'm not sure where he's going, but this is definitely the wrong direction if he wants to fight. Anyway, he'll never fight unless Earl wants him to fight. Unless Earl wants to fight, sorry. Okay, so this is pretty good for Earl. He got his first Master's Bodyguard back. Unfortunately, they would have sustained a bit of damage. Maybe he's best just turning them around and charging into the mounted company. I mean, they're light cav, they're heavy cav. Eastmark Riders coming in. Okay, good work there. Doomdown Scouts. Okay, where are the Eastmark Riders going here? They could have charged into the forces here, but they're just standing there. Earl James making a horrible tactical decision to stop. He had that mounted company dead to rights. And they got some shots off at him when they shouldn't have got any shots whatsoever. Okay, we've got Area Alba coming in. We got Eastmark Riders coming in. And I've got to criticise Earl again. He's shooting from the wrong direction. He's got cav. He can easily wheel around his archer cav to the backs of the Arthedain cav and shoot them from that direction, thus reducing the risk of friendly fire. And right now he's getting some friendly hits on his own cav there. Good charge from the Eastmark Riders. Okay, he surrounded Venture One's Royal Court, which is a good thing. He's done good there, but the Sons of Earl should be in that fight. That is Arthedain's best cav unit there. And to take him out quickly and avoid casualties on Earl's side himself, he's got to try and kill these cap as quickly as possible. By not sitting in the Sons of the Earl, he's allowing the Royal Court to get extra hits, extra kills on his Eastmark Riders, which are a light cav infantry unit. He's sending in his Sons of Earl now, but as you can see, Royal Court is getting a lot of kills here on his own troops. And he halted, he brought them up. He didn't charge them in, he halted them before they hit. Or maybe it was just a bad charge. Alright. So Arthedain's way off into the distance. Larland's still not doing too much at this stage. Like, if I was Arthedain, Rune, or even Madras at this point, I wouldn't be too concerned about Rohan's forces anymore.
We're under attack.
See, that fire came from Rune. Sorry, it came from Rohan, trying to shoot at broken troops of Arthedain, and see, he took out about 6 of his own men there. Oh, here we go. Larland's here. I think Imladris has the speed to stay away, but you see, you can just turn your horse archers onto auto fire, and they can shoot back at the pursuing forces and take him out. Like, I don't know why Lion's not firing on him as he runs away. That rune cannon is not getting a lot of good hits today. Okay, I think those are just... Oh no, doing no scouts. Looks like we had some troops there reforming. Most of them are broken though. I think Laulan's going to send over some horse archers to try and just do some shots there on Arthedain's infantry. Yeah, see, Earl has lost a lot of cav here. He doesn't have too much to show for it, unfortunately. Yes, he took down the Vengeful One's cavalry force, but then again, Arthedain didn't have too much cav to begin with. Like, Earl should just go in and harass him with his skirmishes and his horse archers. He's got Riders of the Fold. He's got plenty of firepower. I don't know why he's not using it. I mean, D18 is making a big mistake here. He's not spreading out his forces that well, and if Earl was firing in here, he would get multiple hits on multiple units at the same time. And he needs to deal his enemies a lot of damage. He needs to weaken them. But he's just not doing it. Instead, he's charging over in Arthedain's direction. We've got Grey Company here. I thought they would make an appearance. We've got Riddermark Cavalry here. I'm not sure what their plan is. See, Earl should keep these guys in reserve. These are melee cav. He's got to send in his archers and his skirmishes first. He's got to try and attack his enemy from multiple fronts. And now we've got the Grey Company here. And unfortunately for Earl, he's bunched up his forces here. Okay, we've got skirmishes here. I will credit Earl for chasing away the Grey Company, but they're still very much alive. And look, he has cavalry here, and before the Venture wasn't shooting him before. We've got Doom 9 scouts here.
They have lost half their men.
It's pretty good. No, we've got skirmishes, we've got horse archers, we've got bunched up Arthedain forces. I don't know if he's used up all his ammunition. I don't think he has. No. He still has ammunition, and now he's being fired upon. Red Shield of Eckenbrand. Are they out of ammunition? No, they still have ammunition, but they're being fired upon too. I'm not sure going after the horse cav was a good idea. He's got to weaken the troops that's more of a threat to him, like the Arthedain pikemen, for instance. Like, he can put pressure on the archers, fine. I agree he can do that. Won't fault him for that. But he can use his skirmishes here just to weaken Arthedain's troops that are most lethal to him, which are the pikemen. Oh, well done! Well done! Good charge. Eventually, we're making a huge mistake there, leaving his Wards of the North exposed. And Earl just killed him. Alright, see? Great maneuver there from Earl. He distracted the enemy, moved in, and delivered a real knockout blow there to the general. The skirmishers shouldn't be here, they should be targeting the pikemen. Earl wasting a ton of ammunition here. See, he's targeting the light spearmen. He doesn't need to do that. Light spearmen don't fare too well against cavalry charges. Pikemen, however, I mean, the red shield has ammunition. No one's shooting at them right now. He should be targeting the Vengeful One's main infantry line, but he's just not doing it. And we've got Larland now moving up in the centre. Okay, Ismail Horse Archers. They're the only ones firing now. Is that because they're out of ammunition? Yep. Yep, they're out too. Ridmark skirmishes look to be out of ammunition now as well. So this is bad news here for Earl. He's run out of skirmishes. And the troops that can render those cavalry useless are very much alive and intact. Like, he didn't focus on these guys at all. I think he should have focused on these guys. He should have tried to bring these guys down. Because then all that Vengeful would have had left is simply light spearmen. He definitely stands a better chance against light spearmen than he does against pikemen, for sure. We're doing no troll slayers that have just appeared. Alright. Let's have a look over here. Rise of Brunnen. Ah, Larland targeting broken troops, probably by accident. Targeting the Loki stream is probably a good idea. I mean,
It is coming for us.
they're really the only threat
It is coming for us.
to Larland's cap, and once he removes these guys, nothing can really match his Guetha Rochador. And also remember, Larland's does have a strong infantry force that can take on D18's own army. Once he disrupts their formation, his heavy cav can finish them off from rear attacks. Oh, nice work! Good smash! Oh, beautiful shot! That is what you want. If anything can smash through the perfect defensive formation, it is the Dragon's Breath cannon. Unlike a catapult or trebuchet, ballista is actually on the same lines as the Dragon's Breath cannon. It can puncture through multiple units at once. Well done. But the best defense against the runic cannon is simply spread out your forces as best you can. And with Earl's army basically destroyed, he doesn't have to worry about all the Rohan Cav anymore. Okay, Rise of Brunnen, what are they up to? I think, unfortunately, D18 wasting a little bit too much ammunition on these guys. He's not getting a lot of hits at all. What would the Dragon's Breath cannon be targeting now? Guetha Rochador would be a good target. I think going after Larland's best cav units, if he can hit them, is what he should do, like the Matter of Sentries or the Guetha Rochador. The Guetha Rochador would be what I would be targeting. I think this will be the key to Larland's attack later on. These guys can wipe out entire armies if used right, similar to the Witches. Best time I think I've seen them use them, they got like 600 kills.
Press onward and break the spirit of his army.
Alright. I think Earl's running out of gas here. Red Seal of Eckerbrand. Who are they firing at? Ah, they're out of ammunition. Okay. Good charge there from Earl. Nice coordination. Unfortunately, his troops broke there. Earl's sons of Earl still alive. L, sorry. Don't know why I'm calling you Earl. I'm sorry. L. There's the Matter of Sentries. Rise of the Fold. I don't see Sons of Earl, but that doesn't mean they're not dead. We'll see if he misses defeat. Alright guys, we'll do a small cut here and come back once we see the next move made by any opposing player. See you soon. Alrighty guys, we're back. And the Red Shield defeated the Loki and us Rim. Mind you, I think the Loki and us Rim had sustained a lot of damage in the past, so it probably helped out the Red Shield's chances. Yep, they're broken. And I think they're out of cav. Dragon's Red Cannon not firing. Yeah, things have settled down again, so see you soon.
I will lead.
Alright guys, we're back, and we got our man
Almost certain.
just really exposing his cav here. Charging into Spearman. Or Spear Guard. Oh, great side charge from the Norrentino Cavalry.
It is coming for us. It is coming for us.
Got a matter of sentinels here. They're really exposing himself to those shadow bows. So far, the Runic Infantry hasn't performed as well as I thought they would have against that cav, but you still got plenty of troops alive. Alright, we got Norrentino Cavalry shooting fire ammunition. Looks like they're trying to set the artillery crew on fire.
It is coming for us.
The Vengeful moving down. It's really gonna get these guys firing again. We've got Eldamwi Lancers here as well now. Come on, Marlon, time to pull out. I don't know why he's not pulling out here. I mean, look, we've got the Eastern Guard here turned around. The latter Sentinels should be charging into the backs of these guys while they're distracted. The Camille Shadow Guard also exposed. Well, and missing a huge opportunity here. I mean, he's sacrificing his Eldamwi Lancers. He should try to ensure the sacrifice is not in vain. He shouldn't be charging to reinforce the Eldamwi Lancers. He should be charging to the rear ranks of these guys. But that's not his plan. Oh, jeez. Big mistake there. Huge mistake. Could have got a lot of good kills there. Put his cav to real work. Well, I'm pretty weakened actually. He still has the Guaite Rochador. Eldamwi Archers suffered a lot of casualties there. And I'm guessing it was all because of the Runic Cannon that did it. I don't know why Lion threw away his cav. He could have done so much more with him here. But their team's taking advantage of his mistake and wiping them out. That way he really only has to worry about now the both are roachador. So good on D18 for seizing on Larland's mistake. But then D18's made a mistake of his own. He's sent out his cannon without any protection. And I think he might have just lost it. Yep. Oh, Earl, why did you do that? If that cannon had any more ammunition in it, I'm sure D18 would be pissed by now. Could have done a lot of damage there on the Vengeful One's forces. And we've got Imlaris bearing down on him. D18 about to be attacked from two different angles here. I wonder if he has the forces left to hold out against him. Okay, this is weird. Imlaris going after 3 units of Red Shield of Echobrand 4. They are not worth worrying about. Yeah, now they're firing at the right target.
It is coming for us.
D18 has bunched up his forces so much here, and Lattice can get a lot of easy kills and deal D18 a lot of damage. He's going to sustain a lot of casualties in this march. There's a lot of distance to cover between him and Larland. Okie dokie. He's pulling out his archers. Those archers could have at least fired at least 3 or 4 more volleys before being pulled back. What's everyone's plan for the Vengeful when he finally arrives? Alright guys, in the break we saw Earl James just admit defeat. We saw Vengeful One approach D18 from the rear to avoid the archers of Mlaris. And if Leland moves in, D18 looks like he's going to be crushed. Why is the Vengeful One running away here? Alright, the Vengeful One's pipeline is exposed here. You can easily outflank him. Up, both our Roachador made an appearance. As you can see, it's a real hammer. Darwin really leaving his troops in there a bit longer than he should. And D18 fighting on 2 fronts. But yeah, they're really exposed there. The infantry. D18 making another mistake, not attacking Arthedain, supporting his forces' left flank. He can help out his own men on this side much faster and quicker than he can on the other side. He is too far to march on that side. If he wants to get a lot of kills here and try and actually win this battle, he needs to support one side, but I think he's marching to the wrong side. It's just too far away. His own forces here are being overwhelmed as we speak. He could easily overwhelm the Vengeful One's right flank here with that force that is marching away. I think it's Shadow Guard, which is AP, I believe. Conlu's chosen all elite troops. They can really put Arthedain on the back foot here, but they're just not doing it. D18's demise, I think, is inevitable at this point. Let's see how he's going against Imlaris.
The enemy are badly
Okay, his forces are arriving now on Larland's side. Where's the Gotho Rochador? What are they doing back there? Oh, there we are. So still have ammunition. Okay, Rune's forces are being defeated here on the right flank and being folded up. The Gotho Rochador could destroy this left flank attack. I don't know why Leyland put him so far back. There is no tactical reason to do that. And now Leyland's left flank is in trouble because he left him so exposed. Gotho Rochador could really tip things back in his favour. I think Leyland will win this fight, but it didn't need to get this close. It shouldn't have gotten this close. The Gotho Rochador should have destroyed this force before it even reached his army. Again, solid charge. Okay, here they come again. Again, solid charge. D18 pulling back. Leyland should not let him go.
He will die.
Okay, Ventron has the strongest force here. Now the smart thing for Leyland to do is to let D18 attack Arthur Dane to try and weaken him a bit, while also wiping out the forces that are attacking him currently first. Yep, destroyed that unit of Shadow Guard right there. Of course, if D18 is not going to attack, Gotho Rochador should just take him out and be done with it. But push your charge into the backs of the Loxan Rim. Just break them first, before running away like that. Oh, good fire there from the Doomdine Troll Slayers.
We've lost half of our men.
Yep, Leyland needs to pull back. He's losing cav way too quickly.
It is coming for us.
Again, Rochador should be finishing these guys off. Not running away. Leyland taking unnecessary casualties here. Now, Leyland will struggle here. There's a lot of muscle behind this force. The elves should not underestimate it. We've got scouts moving forward, just shooting as they go. Vengeful being pretty smart here. He's targeting the weaker side of Lyland's battle line. Yeah, I don't know why he's not attacking Lyland's right flank here and just trying to wrap around it, outflank him, and try and fold him up quickly, because as you can see, Lyland is not moving. Okay, now he is, but I think Vengeful could have got into his ranks before he moved. He moved too slowly. We've only got a few frames left in this. Six under outland we archers.
Of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
I think Arthur has the strength to win this. Not sure what the 18 is thinking of doing with his Camille's Chosen here, but he better do something. I thought Pikeman, a unit of 43, broken. Now that's crazy.
Half the enemy force remains.
I think he took out the 18's general. I don't know why he did that. That Rotor could have taken out this unit of men-at-arms, while D18 took care of this unit of evidence spearmen for him. That was a huge error on Lyland's part. He shouldn't have taken out those Camille's Chosen. What is he doing? Alright. Looks like he's trying to focus on the weaker side of the Vengeful One's force. Yeah, huge blow there. Nice charge. Okay, Vengeful One's struggling a little bit here now. Things seem to be tipping in Latterus's way. Pikeman. Okay, down to 4 now. Pikeman doing a good job there. Okay, Lyland running out of steam. So it looks like my original prediction was right. Vengeful One did have enough muscle in the tank. Well, Lalan really shot himself in the foot there when he took out the unit of Kamul's Chosen. So I think we'll time 6 speed here.
Our men have slain the enemy general. Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
Okay, so Lalan got the most kills there on 15-12. Congratulations to the Venture One on being the last man standing on 12-43. Earl James got 960. And D18 got 727. So Earl got a little bit more kills than I thought he did. So well done to him there. Both Orochidor 389. Elder Ambulancers 160. Nortina Warriors 144 and 62. Elder Lancers 119 and Elder Sword Masters 146. Elder Spearmen almost got 100 kills apiece. And the rest of these units did pretty good. But I think Lalan could have won that battle and been the last man standing. Critical errors made along the way. L really needs to. I gotta stop calling you Earl. I'm really sorry about that. L really struggled with the micro there on these cab units, unfortunately, and it ended up working against him. So unlucky there, L. Maybe next time. Thank you to Lalan for sending the replay. This is Scouts of Entertainment signing off. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye.